Sorry about part 2, guys. So anyway, that was my week. I'm so thankful. I am so thankful that Renee could come over last night, because I'm kidding. I kid you not, you guys. All of you that are dealing with, you know, injuries and whatever, I so feel for you, because this week was craptastic as far as having to just deal with that chronic discomfort all week. It was just enough, you know, that I, you know, didn't have a reason to really stay in my room, but it was enough that I wanted to just be in my room in bed. And I'm trying to put my tough face on, and I'm trying to be in a good mood, and trying to not let people that are just meeting me for the first time be like, what's her problem? Why is she standing like this? Because I was standing there talking to people. Can't get the phone. And I'm talking to people, and I'm finding myself standing like this. I'm like, do these people think I'm like the Hunchback of Chicago? Probably. So there's that. Anyway, other than that, it was a pretty good week. I was very excited because the whole week I was out there, I kept noticing, like, my God, I cannot believe how loose my pants are getting. So things are getting good, and that's even with only working out once this week. So this week I will have worked out 2 times, which is sucktastic. But I'm going to get over it. I'm not going to punish myself, and move along. Also, I've been reading an amazing book on my Kindle, which I love, and I'll share with you later. And I'm going to highly recommend you read it. Really, really good. And if I share with you the title, you're probably going to go, Kelly, what kind of books are you reading? I think it's called Secrets of Skinny Chicks, which, you know, that might sound like I'm sharing something unhealthy when you say skinny. But it really is a very, very good book. You know why? Because this woman basically went around and interviewed, you know, 20, 30, maybe even more, a bunch of women that are just, whether they're in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, beyond, that are really just fit and healthy in their own way. They're not all one kind of, it's not like these are all figure competitors, these are all, you know, lean models, whatever. And she interviewed all of these people to say, okay, here's all of these women that probably a lot of people look at them and say, okay, you're a model, you're on Maxim magazine all the time, you are, you know, National Football League, what is it, the new National Lingerie League or whatever. You know, all these women are, like, one of them is the body double for Julia Roberts and Pretty Woman. You know, that these are people where people might look at them and go, oh my God, you know, you're just naturally lean, whatever. But the whole premise of the book is she interviewed all these people to say, you know, what do you do? What do you eat on a regular basis? What's your workout schedule on a regular basis? What's your philosophy on, you know, cheating, if you will? And all of them. So regardless of what they do, how they got that way, if they've always been lean, all of them, you know, it just goes to show, again, it's not easy. This is something that you have to work at to maintain, to achieve, and to maintain the rest of your life. So all of these women, I don't think anyone had, on a regular basis, over 1,800 calories. They were all counting their calories, all eating, you know, no one's like trying to do anything crazy like eat soup 6 days a week and then eat all I want on Sunday. They all have reasonable, you know, diet plans, and I always put that in quotations because it's not necessarily a diet. And they all work out. I would say a few of them were working out 3 or 4 days a week. Most of them worked out 5 to 6 days a week. Again, that just goes to show you this is not something that you go on a diet and you lose the weight and then you can just do whatever you want. It's work, you know, it's work, and if you don't work at it, that's when you start to see the negative results. So either way, you know, it was a really, really interesting book. I think I'm going to read it again. It was interesting just to see what different people do, but it's also, it's kind of like reassuring knowing that, hey, you know, this is what, if you look at somebody who you admire, whether it's, you know, Jennifer Garner, or if it's Jenny Lynn, or whatever, all of these people that you look at and admire their physique or their, you know, level of fitness, you know, they're working at it, okay? It's like Pink is on the cover of Women's Health magazine. You know, she's like, I work for this body. Gwen Stefani, she's like, I work for this body. You know, it's not easy. These people aren't sitting around eating bonbons and paying somebody to burn the fat for them. They're out there doing it themselves. And if that's what you want, you know, you've got to put the work in. So it's a really, really good book. I think that's what it's called. Secrets of Skinny Chicks or something like that. I'll put the link down below, but I'm reading it on my Kindle, which I love my Kindle. Thank you, Kelly, for giving me that present. I love it. Meaning I'm talking to myself. It was a present to myself. On that note, I have to go take this body and tan, and then I'm coming back to do kickboxing to take it easy on my back. And then all next week and all the next week will be a kick butt, full body experience working out and making the last 2 weeks of the year count. I probably should not have done that because that's probably, it's okay, it's okay. All right. So I don't ever want to go through another week of immobility like that again. It was not pretty. I was like sucking my thumb. I'm in bed like this. Mommy! All I wanted was my mom and Renee and some chocolate and maybe some bourbon. But there's that. So you guys have a good rest of the weekend. I'm so glad to be back in my house, home sweet home. And I will also be glad when I'm a little bit more tan. So have a good Saturday. I need a cappuccino. Talk to you guys later.